Hi, I'm Teresa Penbrooke. I'm the CEO and founder of Greenplay LLC. We are a management consulting firm that works with parks, recreation, and open space agencies around the United States. I'm also the co-founder and faculty for GP Red, which is a nonprofit firm working with recreation, health, and land agencies. We work a lot with Design Concepts, which is a landscape architecture and planning firm based out of Lafayette, Colorado. We work around the country and around the world looking at management and land planning for parks, recreation, and open space agencies. Our firms have worked together since 2003 to develop a process to look at level of service and analytical mapping. And so what I want to do today is talk a little bit more about that. Our work has been tested with over 75 communities, and we've worked nationally with the National Recreation and Parks Association to look at various things around the country. Level of service analysis is really a way to analyze how a community is serving its residents. And this can work for anything that a public agency provides or a community provides. We primarily focus on parks and recreation amenities, things such as parks, playgrounds, and those types of things. And those are called assets, or other things called affordances, which are programs that are offered or opportunities for participation. So the two things, assets and affordances, are really a primary target. The way we look at this level of service is we start by compiling an inventory. We're collecting the information on all the different things that are provided, and then we look at how that inventory serves the community, so level of service. To do this, what we're trying to do is provide management and planning tools. We're trying to provide a context for decision making, specifically for council or mayors or city managers, department managers, anyone out there who needs to make decisions about how to provide services for the community, how much it will cost, and how to operate and maintain that over time. The old way of looking at level of service was called capacity based. It was X something per thousand, so X acres per thousand, X number of playgrounds per thousand, those types of things. That is a good way to look at things, except it only gives you some information. Now, with the advent of new and common software such as geographic information systems or Microsoft Access or Excel, we can collect this inventory and we can look at the composite values, or all of the different factors that are affecting service. We can look at things that previously were not counted, such as indoor recreation centers or trails or things like that. Everything here is community specific. So with the old capacities ratio, you were basically comparing yourself to another community, X number of things per thousand. Now we can look at community specific information, such as what are the expectations for how many playgrounds we have. And we can also include demographics. How many kids live in our community? How many seniors do we have? How many people are involved with different types of activities, so that we're not just providing a straight across the board. And this allows us to get very specific. To do this, our process is called GRASP, Geo-Referenced Amenity Standards Process, and that's just our name for the way that we do it. The generic name for that is Composite-Values-Based Level of Service Analysis. And we're, again, using the common software, anyone can do this, to look at the way things are serving the community. We go out and we do the inventory and we put it into a spreadsheet or a Microsoft Access dataset, and then we combine that with GIS to create maps. So we take all of the values for whatever we're looking at. This is a very dynamic system, so we can look at either a scheme of things, or we can get into very high level of detail. So depending on whether we're doing a master plan or a specific plan for something, we can put whatever we need to within the data set. We can also look at alternative providers, such as faith-based organizations or YMCAs or private businesses that are providing similar services to help avoid duplication. When we get this all into the data set, we then create perspectives. Perspectives are analytical maps that allow us to look at where the service is provided easily. We can look at things like walkability. Can people get there? Is there a bridge or a river or something like that? How close are they to it? And so we can look at different distances for driving or bicycling or walking. We can look at different age groups. Is it available for teens? Is it available for seniors or different demographics, those types of things? We can also look at a community as a different sections. Some communities have very affluent sections and maybe lower income sections. What's appropriate for those different sections and the expectations of the people who live there? We can look at a variety of sub-areas, like I said, and we can compare the sub-areas for a variety of different things. So we can provide equity in service even if we're providing different components or different assets or facilities within a system. We can also look at things like natural areas, conservation, environmentally fragile areas, to make sure that we're protecting those areas as we need to. We can look from a national standpoint or international standpoint for the resources that are available for any different type of community. One of the things that's important for us is to be able to set targets. We want to help a community decide how many and what type of things they should have. So we're looking at not only the quantity, but also the location and the functionality, or the quality of the type of thing that's provided. And then we can set targets, because sometimes you can improve service not by adding things, but by improving the quality of things. I mentioned that there are a variety of different over 75 projects that we've tested this on. We'd be happy to share information on the case studies that we've done, the different types of information that we've found for different communities, and how you can apply this for your community. There are a variety of different ways. As I said, this is a process itself, and so we'd be happy to help you learn the process or apply it yourselves or help you do it. For more information, you can contact me, again, Teresa Penbrooke at Greenplay, or you can also contact Rob Layton, who's the president of Design Concepts, and we'd be happy to help you in any way taking this forward and using it across a broad spectrum of activities.